Uh-huh. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, you're going. Ha, sorry.
Oh, that's great.
Just keep going.
Okay. Albert Camus wrote that the only serious question is whether you kill yourself or not. More often than not, I found myself asking this question. Clearly, I found some mind-easing answers to keep going. However, suicide has flooded my mind, and all I can focus on is kindness. And during these times, all I can do is think, and thinking that causes me to feel good or bad, asking myself questions time and time again about the purposes of life and what to do with it. And time again, I find that one thing has kept me here, and that is music and art. There have been many times more than I'd like to admit where I'm on the verge of simply ending my existence, and a song comes on, or I doodle on some paper, and it's kept me alive. Now, what relevance does this have to you? Well, you may be someone who asks a lot of questions, or you may be somebody that's struggling with a mental illness. However, the thing that has given my life purpose and meaning seems to be a dying part of our society. Art and music funding has dropped drastically, and it's dwindling in our schools and everyday life. In some places, it's completely disappeared from school. I will talk about, 1, how music is a language, secondly, how people with mental disorders need the arts, and third, how society needs the arts. Music is the universal language of mankind. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. One more than likely wonders how noises and sound composed as music can be considered a language. It's relatively simple. Music speaks to you on a personal level. It makes your skin tingle and your emotions stir. It talks to you unlike any other person's words can. Music is a language because every culture speaks it. And every person on the globe has made music whether they realize it or not, from simply walking, clapping, or making noise. It's all part of this grand orchestra that mankind takes part in. Music is a language, and it's possibly the only one that uses a person's feelings and emotions to speak. And that's how we can use it to speak. When you make music, you're allowing your thoughts and your feelings to show in a way that anyone can understand. The fact that you can do this is a very beautiful thing, to tell the world how you feel, what you think, a chance to let you be you and not some person you're so expected to be. We need it to survive as a culture, as a race, as intellectuals. We need it to tell our stories. We need music like we need math. Even more so for the fact that music is math. The only other language that everyone in the world speaks is math. So in a sense, math and music are essentially the same language. Therefore, music is as important as math. And taking away music is like taking away math. We even use music to talk to aliens, alien planets and species. Every day we send out radio waves into space, searching for intelligent life. And in 1977, a probe named Voyager was sent out, and Voyager has a golden record on it. Attached to this record contains human languages, sound, and music. Music from Earth being listened to by alien forms, because some of our most intelligent men and women think that music is that important to the human existence. It is among one of the languages on that record, and possibly one of the most important. It displays human emotion and feeling, which none of the other languages simply can. It shows who we really are as humans. It tells an alien who we are. If we don't support this, we begin losing ourselves as intelligent beings. What do sex, drugs, and art all have in common? It's pretty simple, really, and everybody here experiences it. It's called dopamine, a chemical in the brain that causes pure joy and bliss. Have you ever been really mad or upset, and you just want to listen to some music, or you start doodling, and after a while, you start to feel better? That's because dopamine is being released in your brain. Which is why many people who suffer from mental disorders such as depression or anxiety use music and art as an escape from their pain and suffering. I can relate to them because for much of my life I have had major depression, anxiety, and severe social anxiety. I have had a very hard time coping with reality in life. I used to get so bad I couldn't even function. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't handle anything in life, and it lost all meaning to me. I still suffer from major depression, but I have overcome anxiety and social anxiety. And the only thing that has kept me going is music and art. It makes me feel good. If I have a bad day, I'll throw on some tunes, grab my guitar, and jam out for a few hours. And just tune out the world till I feel better. And I'm not the only person who suffers from afflictions like this either. A study in 2004 done by the CDC showed that over 27% of Americans suffer from at least one or more mental illnesses. And in 2010, another study done by the CDC reported that 38,000 people that year successfully committed suicide, and in the same year, 400,064 people were entered into hospitals for self-harm behavior or suicide attempts. Not only does this affect the person who attempted or succeeded, but in the same report it is an estimated $42 billion spent in suicide attempts and successful suicides annually because of loss of work and other bills. And many suffer in silence, as to say they go untreated and commit suicide. And research done in mental treatment centers shows that the most effective way their patients get better is through artistic release, such as painting, drawing, or making music. It helps the patients cope with their illness, and so they can get their feelings out. And it's easier to talk about it with psychiatrists. When the patients can talk about their illness, they can get proper treatment and end their suffering. If we fund the arts, then we are essentially funding the sanity and the stability of our next generation. We are creating a better world. Hello, welcome to the world. Here in this society, you will go to school and have all the imagination drained from you by the time you're 7. And once you reach adulthood, you go to college just so maybe you can get a job and live in a studio apartment while you pay off the massive amount of debt you receive from student loans so you can actually get that college education. But here's the kicker. You have to stay happy while you live this mindless zombie in a working class world. Smile. It's not so bad. Even if you had passion for any sort, we won't support or fund you, so you live your life unhappy and trapped with no emotional outlet to express your feelings, and you'll get crazier by the day. Until one day you finally snap, and you push your boss out the 17th-story window and you start shooting up heroin. And as you maniacally laugh, the rest of the world just views you as this natural-born drug addict or murderer. When all you really needed was a chance to start painting or, composing music. It's pretty sad, isn't it? How society can be so simply improved by giving a kid a paintbrush or a violin, and we think that military and war with another country will make our society or our country better than any form of art or education. We drain it funding so drastically from the arts that children don't even know what a painting looks like. The arts affect society so much more than people think they do. If we don't have art in society, we lose passion to create new things. We get trapped in this endless cycle with no new creations to move us forward. Art is one of the most important aspects of being human. If we lose part of ourselves, if we lose it, our emotion is drained, we become this mindless, joyless mindset where depression is no longer an illness but an everyday part of life, and we fail to move forward. By supporting the arts, we're supporting the future of humanity. Thank you.